Hi, my name is Casey and I'm an education specialist at BeAM. Today we're going to go over the image trace function in Adobe Illustrator. Once you've gotten to your artboard, the first thing we need to do is bring our image in. To do that, we're going to go to File and then click Place, and then you just select your image in your file system, you click Place again, and then you can click anywhere on your artboard to place it there. Today we're just working with a photo of one of our laser cutters. So once you've placed it, it should automatically be selected, but if not, you can use the selection tool over here on the left in order to click on it so it's outlined as such. Once it is, this allows you to then go to the Properties panel and then see the Image Trace option underneath Quick Actions. So you can click this option to begin image tracing, or you can go to Object and select Image Trace from the drop-down menu. You'll click Make. Either option works. Once you do that, it automatically applies the default image trace preset. To make further customizations, we need to bring up the image trace panel. To do that, under the Properties tab, we'll see the image trace option down here and this little icon. Clicking this icon opens up our image trace panel. I'm going to hide our advanced settings for now. With the default option, the first setting you'll see that's important is the threshold option. This option essentially, as it says, chooses at what threshold value does it choose to make the pixels black or white. So more means more and less means less. Pretty simple. Today we're going to work with a different preset. There's a number of different preset options, and I recommend going through these and figuring out which preset matches best for your end goal. We're going to use the 3 colors option today. This is a great preset for vinyl cutting and embroidery because it keeps it simple but still has color. With 3 colors, today we're working with this gray, the red, and the white. Each one of those is one of our colors. You can up the colors to make it more photorealistic, but that also raises the complexity, which isn't good for vinyl cutting or embroidering. To make additional customizations, you'll have to click on this drop-down arrow to bring up the advanced settings. You'll see paths and corners, which I recommend playing with to see how that affects your design. Importantly, there's also a noise setting. This essentially removes blips of a certain size. So by raising it, it removes some of those finer details. You'll see here, once I've done that, we lost a button and some of these fine lettering. I actually like that detail, so I'm going to keep it at a lower value for today. Another critical setting hidden underneath the advanced settings is the ignore white option. So once you do your image trace, it essentially turns it into a set of objects that are gray, that are red, and that are white. By clicking ignore white, instead of having just objects with a white fill, instead it just removes them. This is best for vinyl cutting. So now we've made our changes that we like. We have an end result that we enjoy. To actually finalize your image trace and turn it into the vectors, we have to expand it. So once again, this option is under the Properties panel. Down at the bottom underneath Quick Actions, you'll see Expand. Or again, if you have your object selected, you can go to Object, Image Trace, and then click Expand. So now you can see it's turned it into a series of vectors and objects with fill. You can tell because it has blue lines. By switching from the selection tool to the direct selection tool, we can then actually zoom in on our design and make individual changes as we see fit. So perhaps I want to remove this handle today, so I can do that just like that by using the direct selection tool. This has just been a quick tutorial on the image trace function in Adobe Illustrator. Have fun image tracing.